So the fact that Rahul Gandhi, if he approaches Mohan Hosabale, the immediate campaign on the social media is that Rahul Gandhi has finally surrendered, because there are so many cases that Rahul Gandhi is facing for criticizing RSS. So now he has surrendered because he feels the heat of the cases. They similarly had a trap even on Indira Gandhi. They sent letters to Indira Gandhi during emergency saying that you are a nationalist, we support the system that you have brought into the entire working of the governments, and we are ready to meet you if you allow. Indira Gandhi was clever enough, was intelligent enough to see through the game of the RSS, and she did not entertain the RSS much. And therefore, I think Rahul should take a chapter from Indira Gandhi's book on politics and should not fall in the trap of the RSS. I'll just give you a simple example. When Jawaharlal Nehru was on the airport of Rome, Mussolini wanted to meet Jawaharlal Nehru. And Mussolini appealed to Jawaharlal Nehru that you are on the Rome airport, we must meet. Either you come or I'll come there. And Nehru said, refuse. He just plainly refused. He will not meet. And that is when the phrase came, which was later on used by Mrs. Gandhi, that one cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. That term which Mrs. Gandhi used later on for Yahya Khan was actually Jawaharlal Nehru's representation to Mussolini that I don't want to meet you. I mean, we are not talking into if and but theory. We are just saying that suppose Modi had got what he wanted, like 400 seats, would he appeal Rahul? He would not appeal Rahul, because then he would be riding high horse saying that we have won and the entire ideology of Rahul Gandhi and Congress has been completely routed. So I think this is a trap. It doesn't require big conspiracy. And this kind of traps, this kind of cheap games, RSS is trained into that right from the beginning. That is how they wrote the letter to Indira Gandhi. That is how they invited Pranab Mukherjee. So the point is this, simple point is this, that BJP and RSS and Modi are three different institutions and quite serious. And I think Congress underestimated the RSS, underestimated the Modi's megalomania, underestimated the Modi's ambitious desire for retaining and controlling power. Imagine Vajpayee was in the government. Vajpayee also belonged to RSS. Vajpayee also belonged to BJP. Vajpayee did not control the institutions the way Modi is controlling.
Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. RSS General Secretary Dattatreya Hosabale, just a few days back, has launched a veiled attack on Rahul Gandhi for not meeting the Sangh leaders despite claiming to open mohabbat ki dukan, that is a shop of love, in nafrat ke bazar. Now, what exactly Dattatreya Hosabale has said, he said that you want to run the shop of love in the market of hatred and you don't want to meet us, but we want to meet everybody. And basically, Dattatreya Hosabale has dropped hints that we try and meet everybody. We try and meet industrialists of all hues, politicians of all hues. So is he dropping hints that he wants to meet Rahul Gandhi? Now, many political analysts feel that if Rahul Gandhi meets Dattatreya Hosabale or Mohan Bhagwat, or for that matter, any official of the RSS, it could be some kind of a trap laid for Rahul Gandhi. But the big question, should Rahul Gandhi be open to the idea of meeting RSS leaders? Joining me now is a very special guest, Kumar Ketkar, veteran Congress leader, veteran journalist, and an author and columnist. Thank you, sir, so much for joining on HW News. And my first question, because a very significant RSS meet has got over in Mathura, and Dattatreya Hosabale, while addressing the press conference, said that Rahul talks of nafrat ke bazar mein mohabbat ki dukan, but why doesn't he meet RSS leaders? Now, as a Congress leader, do you think that Rahul Gandhi should be taking that initiative of meeting the RSS leaders?
I don't think at all that he should be taking that initiative or he should approach Mohan Bhagwat or Hosbale or anybody because this is obviously a trap. Neelu, you may remember that this is exactly what they said in a very polite way to Pranab Mukherjee to come to the RSS headquarters and give an address. And when Pranab Mukherjee went, actually his daughter also complained he should not have gone. But anyway, he went, and they thought it is going to be a very normal, neutral, objective, dispassionate attendance of Pranab Mukherjee. But it turned out to be they used it completely. Used it to social media and general media to say that Pranab Mukherjee has finally agreed to recognize RSS as a patriotic body, or at least as a recognizable nationalist organization. So they used it, they always use it. So the fact that Rahul Gandhi, if he approaches Mohan Bhagwat Hosabale, the immediate campaign on the social media is that Rahul Gandhi has finally surrendered because there are so many cases that Rahul Gandhi is facing for criticizing RSS. So now he has surrendered because he feels the heat of the cases. That is what their campaign will be. Nilu, we must recognize that what RSS leadership says or RSS leadership actually appeals is not exactly what they campaign later on. Their campaign and their appeal are totally different. I have experienced it directly in my newspapers, in my newspaper career, as well as in Rajya Sabha. They are extremely cunning. Let us not underestimate their cunningness and the trap they always lay out. I think Rahul must be aware and should be aware of the trap they are laying. They similarly had a trap even on Indira Gandhi. They sent letters to Indira Gandhi during emergency saying that you are a nationalist, we support the system that you have brought in into the entire working of the governments, and we are ready to meet you if you allow. Indira Gandhi was clever enough, was intelligent enough to see through the game of the RSS, and she did not entertain the RSS much. And therefore, I think Rahul should take a chapter from Indira Gandhi's book on politics and should not fall in the trap of the RSS.
But there are a lot of divisions on this view. Many feel that, what is the harm on an open platform for Rahul Gandhi to go and interact with the RSS people? Of course, it will look like an ideological compromise. But what you are saying, sir, and I would want to pick it from there. Do you think that RSS would use the opportunity, if at all Rahul Gandhi agrees? RSS probably might use that opportunity to discredit Rahul Gandhi in all ways they can.
Not discredit, they are very smart. They will not abuse Rahul, they will not criticize Rahul, they will merely say, yes. So finally, Rahul Gandhi was generous enough, quite broad minded enough that finally made the RSS. RSS desires actually that Rahul meets them. The fact that Rahul meets them will be their victory. And I don't want RSS to be getting that victory at all. I'll just give you a simple example. When Jawaharlal Nehru was on the airport of Rome, Mussolini wanted to meet Jawaharlal Nehru. And Mussolini appealed to Jawaharlal Nehru that you are on the Rome airport, we must meet. Either you come or I'll come there. And Nehru said, refuse. He just plainly refused. He will not meet. And that is when the phrase came, which was later on used by Mrs. Gandhi, that one cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. That term which Mrs. Gandhi used later on for Yahya Khan was actually Jawaharlal Nehru's representation to Mussolini that I don't want to meet you, even if I am in Rome. That doesn't mean I should meet you. But Mussolini was using. Now, Mussolini was not as clever as Mohan Bhagwat and Hosabale. And therefore, Mussolini could understand and he dropped the idea. But one more point, why are they asking Rahul to meet now? Rahul Gandhi's yatra is already 2 year old. राहुल गांधी जिस यात्रा के बारे में वो बोल रहे हैं राहुल गांधी के नफरत की बाजार में दैट यात्रा इज 2 year old. Did they ask him to meet during the yatra? Yatra went to the Vidarbha region. They could have gone there to in Nagpur. They could have. Why didn't they join the Nagpur yatra from Nagpur, Akola Nagpur belt? When the yatra was in Vidarbha, RSS leadership should have joined the yatra, saying that आपके नफरत के बाजार में लव का आपका है ये चल रहा है तो मैं भी आ रहा हूँ हम भी आ रहे हैं हमारे आरएसएस की टीम भी आ रही है अंदर. Nobody would have stopped them because they would not necessarily come in their so-called uniform. They should just join. They could have joined as common citizens. Even RSS people are common citizens of the country. So there, if they did not join at that time, if they did not appeal earlier, that shows that they want to trap Rahul because they have seen that but for Rahul, the Congress would not have, actually reinvented itself after 22. And so Rahul is a threat. Rahul, they have recognized as strength. In fact, the Hosabale statement clearly shows that they have recognized Rahul as a threat to their political ideology and political organization.
No, but Mr. Ketkar, you said that why is RSS speaking at this point of time? And that's exactly the question I want to ask you. That is RSS seeking some kind of a validation from Rahul Gandhi because they are trying to, I mean, they'll be entering into their 100th year. I mean, the centenary celebrations will usher in very soon. And if you remember Mohan Bhagwat's speech of late, the last Vijayadashmi speech, which he made, he said that we will do a lot of new things. He started talking about a constitutional framework. He started talking about a preamble. He started talking about a lot of things which were unthinkable. Now, is this a new path which they are trying to etch out, probably seeking some sort of a validation? They're trying to probably project themselves as a secular organization, and maybe that's a reason they are trying to reach out to Rahul. Is that a reason you could preempt?
No, I think that's a very simplistic explanation. Because if they wanted to do it, if they want to show their broad-mindedness, there were enough opportunities in the last 2 years. They have done it now only after the failure of Modi in Lok Sabha elections, where he wanted for 400 seats and he got 240 seats. And one of the main reasons why Congress won more seats and why BJP could not win more seats was Rahul's Yatra. Even then, I personally feel that 240 seats is also a fake number. Actually, they have not responded to the ADR demand that there are about 79 seats which have been falsely declared. You open the account of the electoral box, and in that situation, BJP will get less than 200 seats. But okay, that may be considered as an hypothesis. But the point is, suppose, just imagine, I mean, we are not talking into if and but theory. We are just saying that suppose Modi had got what he wanted, like 400 seats, would he appeal Rahul? He would not appeal Rahul because then he would be riding high horse saying that we have won and the entire ideology of Rahul Gandhi and Congress has been completely routed. He would not appeal. But now they realize.
No, you're right in a way that now, since they are inviting Rahul Gandhi to meet the RSS leaders, would you see this as a design, some sort of a conspiracy to trap Rahul Gandhi? Are we in a condition to call it a trap or some sort of conspiracy against Rahul Gandhi?
It is a trap more than a conspiracy. And trap when Rahul Gandhi is actually facing, I think this month, there is going to be hearing on the case of Rahul Gandhi's condemnation of RSS. So I think this is a trap. It doesn't require big conspiracy. And this kind of traps, this kind of cheap games, RSS is trained into that right from the beginning. That is how they wrote the letter to Indira Gandhi. That is how they invited Pranab Mukherjee. Perhaps you may remember, once upon a time, George Fernandez was their biggest critic. I remember I was a reporter and I have covered George Fernandez speeches. George Fernandez was the harshest critic of the RSS and the Hindutva politics. Finally, George Fernandez went to the 50th anniversary of ABVP, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, and he was hobnobbing all the time with RSS. So BJP somehow has confidence. RSS has somehow confidence that they can involve somebody who quote unquote is secular to come to their doorsteps, and then that is a certificate for RSS. Look, this is our secularity. This is our openness. This is our broad-mindedness. It's a very cheap trap, and I don't think Rahul Gandhi should fall for it. For instance, another trap was there. Another trap was there last about 8 months ago when Ram Mandir was inaugurated in Ayodhya. They invited Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, and everybody. And there were people in the Congress party, including Gaurav Vallabh, who thought that Congress and Rahul should go to the Mandir. Now, that was also a trap. in the name of Ram Mandir, bringing Rahul there is recognition of the construction of Ram Mandir, which was built illegally on a land cleared cleared, devastated, and demolished by BJP RSS gangs illegally and criminally. In fact, Supreme Court has said that this is a criminal demolition of the Babri Masjid. On that, Ram Mandir is built, and in that Ram Mandir, they invite Sonia, Rahul, and Priyanka. So if they go, they are sanctioning the illegality and criminality of the construction of the Ram Mandir.
No, but what would you say to this narrative which RSS is now trying to project? I mean, as if you do it, you are damned. You don't do it, you are further damned. That is the kind of projection which RSS is making by saying that they want to meet Rahul Gandhi, but Rahul Gandhi doesn't want to meet them. Now, what is it that Dattatreya Hosabale gained by saying this in a press conference?
No, the point is, I don't think it is do it and get damned or don't do it and get damned. It is only from their point of view. I mean, if suppose Rahul doesn't go, does it mean that he gets damned across the country? He gets damned only in the RSS school. And not only damned, he avoided the trap. That is not getting damned. I think it is getting it damned by doing or not doing. I don't think that's the correct phrase to use in this case of Rahul not going. Rahul should simply say, if you are so keen, come to join my yatra. I am constantly in various forms of yatra. Yes, he has never said yatra is stopped. He has changed the forms of yatra. For instance, his second yatra was not like Padayatra. So let BJP RSS join the yatra and join the anti-nafrat campaign, which they will not do. Why should Rahul come to them? They can go directly to the yatra, not to meet his house.
Right.
So I think it is a trap. It is not a big conspiracy. That is how they think. Their mind is always very, very narrow-minded people they are.
Right. But what about the relationship between Prime Minister Modi and RSS? A lot has been said about it. In fact, in the press conference, he also mentioned about that comment which JP Nanda made during in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections that RSS. We don't need RSS, and BJP is a self-sufficient organization, self-reliant organization. And then he said that, okay, it's fine. It was his view. But still, there is a lot of speculation as to whether anything is wrong between PM Modi and RSS. What do you think is your view on this? Are there any differences, or at the end of the day, they are all one and the same, as what Hosabale said, that, within the family, there are differences and we'll try and solve it within our family?
I think this is a question which is psychopolitical, that is psychological and political question. Modi is not dependent on RSS as long as the state machine is with him. For running and for governing the country, he doesn't need RSS. He needs RSS only during elections. Otherwise, he doesn't need RSS. So what Nadda was indirectly saying that we don't need you for the governance. But of course, we need you when it comes to elections. So question is, Modi is interested only in one thing. Modi has only one ideology, that of power. You need not win even by large majority. You need not win even as BJP. Have you not noticed that the BJP parliamentary party has not elected Modi as a leader of the parliamentary party? He directly went to NDA. And after 240 seats, he went to NDA and got the endorsement from the NDA. Not through the BJP parliamentary party, which is actually, violating the convention, parliamentary convention. So the point is this, simple point is this, that BJP and RSS and Modi are three different institutions. Modi's agenda is simple. Use anything. Use RSS, use BJP local leadership, use military, police, institutions, anything, election commission, use anything to retain power. Modi's intention, Modi's ideology is one word ideology, power. And it has nothing to do with he was RSS Pracharak. That was when he was climbing the ladder. Once he actually reached a point, after climbing the ladder, he has no use of the RSS. RSS, ironically, because you asked the relationship question, ironically now, RSS is dependent on Modi. Whatever may Nadda say, RSS is dependent on Modi because all the RSS district organizations or various chota institutions that they have built, they want money, they require money to run those institutions, to run those halls, to run those, kind of outfits. They require money. And who can give money? Modi's government can give money. So Modi has actually bought RSS karyakartas and bought RSS leadership. And RSS knows that if Modi is not there, it is not going to be easy for them. Similarly, Modi understands that if RSS is not there, election, you will not get the free volunteership. So
No,
both
but
of them are now dependent on each other, but Modi has no respect for RSS or Hindutva.
No, but you are saying that Modi has no respect for RSS or Hindutva. But the point is that all these reports which surfaced during the Lok Sabha elections and thereafter, that there seemed to be some kind of difference between Mohan Bhagwat and Prime Minister Modi, or some difference between BJP and RSS. Now, was this all a sham? Was this all a pretense? So that, some seeds of doubt can be sown in the minds of the people, and people think that, both of them are not the same. But if you
It is
scratch
not
the
a,
surface, yeah,
it is
sorry.
not a sham at all. The fact is, RSS leadership is realizing that now they are a second fiddle. They are not really in power, and they are not able to guide the government or guide the governors or guide prime minister. They have recognized that. So actually, they are expressing their weakness by all these, kind of actions. And those weaknesses have been noticed by Modi. Modi and Shah and Doval, they know the weakness of RSS. Doval has been in charge of the Vivekanand Foundation in Delhi. He knows what RSS is. They are all RSS. And so Modi and Shah know that RSS can be kept at a distance because we are in power. RSS was never actually dealing or handling power, political power. RSS was not handling political power except through somebody. It was through Vajpayee. Sometimes they did not do adequately. They are doing it through Devendra Fadnavis in Maharashtra. But essentially, ideology of Modi is power for himself. He is the worst kind of megalomaniac anybody could have seen. And that megalomania is of power. And he is trying to, virtually impress and terrorize the BJP parliamentarians or karyakartas for sake of power. And they are all dependent for election funding, for campaign. Modi cannot be overruled. They are
No, so
afraid of Modi.
which means that whether RSS likes it or not, but they will have to at the end of the day work for Modi. Whether it is
Exactly.
Maharashtra, whether it is Jharkhand, they will have to continue working.
Exactly. RSS has no option but to work for Modi, and that is what they don't want. That
Okay,
is
so
what they
then,
don't want.
right. So the next question, Mr. Ketkar, is of course that how do you see things unfolding in Maharashtra? Will RSS make things easier for BJP? Because now RSS cadres have become very, very active, it seems, in Maharashtra. There have been several reports that the dormant RSS has suddenly become very active in Maharashtra.
They were also active in Haryana.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because RSS knows that if BJP loses in Maharashtra or Haryana or anywhere, they lose the monetary support, they lose the organizational support, they lose the government support. RSS uses all the blackmailing machine through the social media, but with the help of the government. They require government. They don't like the style of Modi, but style of Modi is a minor issue. Power is important. Modi thinks power is important, and they understand power is important for them to survive in the system. RSS is now a tertiary organization. It is not the main organization to define or to call shots. RSS cannot, RSS is incapable of defining the governance or actually participating in the governance except through admission and clearance by Modi's rule. Now, Modi and RSS have a symbiotic relationship. It is a dialectical and symbiotic relationship in the sense that Modi is dependent on RSS up to a point, and RSS is dependent on Modi for a large.
No, but Mr. Ketkar, how does it unfold now? It doesn't look very encouraging because BJP has all the institutions on its side, be it election commission or any institution you say. RSS has a strong grassroots presence. So what is the option left for India Alliance or for that matter, Congress? And how can they really face this huge machinery in front of them, which is almost like a phantom?
I agree with you. The problem is quite genuine and quite serious. And I think Congress underestimated the RSS, underestimated the Modi's megalomania, underestimated the Modi's ambitious desire for retaining and controlling power. Imagine Vajpayee was in the government. Vajpayee also belonged to RSS. Vajpayee also belonged to BJP. Vajpayee did not control the institutions the way Modi is controlling. That doesn't mean Vajpayee was a great prime minister. So I don't know to even kind of say that. But the point is, difference between Vajpayee and Modi is essentially that of style. Vajpayee was not keen on personal power. Modi is keen on personal. Modi is not concerned with anybody else except himself. And that kind of megalomaniac power that he wants, he uses BJP, he uses RSS, he uses all the institutions, and that is why overnight he removed Chief Justice from the Election Commission. Overnight he did. Now he did not even consult his party. You remember that even for demonetization, he invited all the cabinet in a room. They did not know why they were there. And he announced demonetization on television, and they came to know for the first time. He doesn't discuss with them. So many people in the senior bureaucracy privately tell the media, privately, because they don't talk, they're afraid, that Modi doesn't consult them on issues from demonetization to foreign policy. For instance, has government under Modi issued a white paper on what exactly happened at Pulwama? What is wrong in issuing that? That Pulwama such and such thing happened. Pulwama, we don't know what exactly happened during Pulwama.
True.
But Pulwama he instantly used to have a frenzy of patriotism and get elected. So for him, every single issue is towards getting elected. Or take another simple thing. Our Vinesh Fogart, he never responded to their agitation. Okay, he never responded. But the moment she was not getting to the last stop in the Olympic, he immediately congratulated her for the first silver. And later on, he said, no, but nothing, you're lost, you can win again. After that, has he congratulated her after getting Haryana election
Absolutely.
victory?
Yeah,
So,
this was very.
he is very narrow-minded person.
No, Vinesh Fogat's episode was very, very evident. It was quite visible for everyone to see. But then the next question, and I'm in my final lap of my interview. So, what do you think are the prospects for India Alliance in Maharashtra and Jharkhand? Would you be seeing BJP playing its own tricks, playing its own games along with the RSS, along with the institutions? Are we going to see a repeat of what happened in Haryana?
Not impossible, though difficult. Jharkhand, I have not been for quite some time. But in Jharkhand also, the India alliance is not as strong as it could have been. And Maharashtra also, India alliance is not as strong as it could have been. That doesn't mean who will win election cannot be predicted. Because there are nearly 4 factors about which there is no statistical data, no hypothetical data, no base at all to think what will happen. For instance, we don't know what Prakash Ambedkar, how many votes he will cut. We don't know Raj Thackeray, how many votes he will cut. We don't know Raju Shetty's third front, how many votes he will cut. We don't know Jarange Patil's Maratha Andolan, what impact it will have on electorate. These 4 are actual factors. None of them is interested in winning the election. Raj is not interested in winning the election. His only interest is to cut electoral feet of Uddhav Thackeray. That is what Raj Thackeray wants. Jarange Patil simply wants the local BJP leadership to be marginalized. He has no interest and no chance of winning. Prakash Ambedkar just wants a large number of Dalit voters who always go to Congress should not go to Congress. So Prakash Ambedkar is also essentially to cut vote. And the so-called third front of Raju Shetty is doing the same. Finally comes that so-called Ladki Bahin Yojana. There are about 2 crore women. Now all those Ladki Bahin women are voters. They are in that age group. And imagine out of 2 crore, even if 1 crore really, going to vote for the BJP, for the Shinde Sena, it is going to have big impact. So these are the 5 factors which cannot be counted. And Congress cannot really How can Congress counter Raj Thackeray, Prakash Ambedkar, the so-called Third Front,
That's true.
and the Lakhibahini Yojana? Very difficult. And therefore, it is extremely difficult to predict. But even then, I can tell you the discontent and the anger against Modi and against Mahayuti government of Eknath Shinde is so huge that perhaps that feeling of discontent, might overwhelm all the allurements that the Shinde Sena is giving. And therefore, one can't say, but I can definitely say this much, that India alliance could have been on a very strong ground if it was a referendum. That do you want Mahayuti government or you don't want? And people would have voted hugely in support of the anti-government, anti-Mayuti government. But now when you ask people to vote in this multiple factor scenario, I think it is very, very difficult to predict. But today I will say it is a stalemate situation. Numbers, I don't want to predict, but if you want to put the situation in numbers, I think 150 to 160 is what the MVA can get, and 140 to 150 is what Mahayuti can get. They are so close. I think finally it is a matter of only 20 seats. If 20 seats go to Shinde Sena, they form the government. If 20 seats go to Mahavikas Agadi, that is India Alliance, then they form. It is a very, very tight fight.
So, which means it's Maharashtra is very, very tricky at the moment and one can't predict.
Yes, one can't predict. And one
Thank you
can't
so
do wishful thinking, which many congressmen are doing.
True. Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar Ketkar. It was wonderful having you on the program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.